Good morning, everyone. Sheila here in Bohodaydreams. Welcome to my channel. It is stinking early this morning. Me and my insomnia have been in my studio now since 3:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I'm even, I'm even earlier than you East Coasters this morning. I probably got up at the same time some of you did. Anyway, that's always good because I get a lot done when I go into my studio. Then I find things. Anyway, I'm going to pop up my information. I am Sheila Genrich, scoghill4@gmail.com. Facebook group is Bohodaydreams, and I'm going to link all of that in the description box. Now, I hope by the time this video loads and reaches you, that you will still be able to find some of these. I found another, in my insomnia, I found another link with these gold ones, silver ones, and the bronze ones. I linked them in my last video early this morning, and some of you have been hopping over there already to go and get them. Now, what I want to show you today, because we're going to play with them a little bit. We've been doing a lot, and I've been seeing a lot of people on Facebook now that have been playing with these little frames and then these larger frames, and you're doing all sorts of amazingness with them. And you know what? There's nothing that makes me happier than to see that, because it means that I have inspired someone, which it's kind of amazing to me that that can happen. Anyway, today what I want to show you is not something that I can take credit for, because I saw this in our group and I went to the lady and I says, oh my goodness, that's really beautiful. And it fits right on in with this whole frames theme, because she just took it a little bit further and she was thinking out of the box. So I asked her if it was okay to show you all, and she said, yes, absolutely. So her name is Maxine Cook, and her YouTube is Tink and I Treasures. And I'm linking her in the description box, and I'm hoping that you will go over to her channel and check her out, because she's a fun crafter. Anyway, so this all belongs to her, what I'm about to show you. And it's amazing, amazing, amazing. It's so beautiful. I've been painting with black and gold, and she was thinking outside of the box, and she was painting with white and with other colors, but I have done the white. I have done one like this. I love, love, love this one. And then I have done one like this. And they are so cool. And they look just, for all you shabby chicers out there, these just look so incredibly gorgeous. And I also did a few with this. Doesn't that look like one of those old mirrors that you would find in a little seaside shanty somewhere that the paint is falling off? I love it. I love it. And then, and the technique is the same for everything. And I decided, because I buy the little, oh, what are they called? The bead caps that have the patina, and they're so expensive. So I decided I was going to do them myself. And excuse my hands, they've done a lot of painting. And look at that. Isn't that cool? That's going to be so pretty on some of my beads. It's a little bit time consuming, but you know what? For something special, be so, so pretty. So we're going to do a little bit of experimenting and see how it turns out. So this one here I did with the vintage white and also with parchment, both with folk art. And then this one here is a rosy beige. That's rosy beige. And these are so simple to do, really. And then this one here is done on this, one of these. I think it is so cool. So cool. And I painted white first, and then I rubbed it all off, and I rubbed some of, oh, where is it? This. I rubbed some of the Rub and Buff on. And that's kind of waxy, so wherever I rubbed that, the paint would not stick to it. Because these ones here are a little bit different, the paint will stick quite nicely to them. And then I went over it with a turquoise, with this one right here, with the desert turquoise. I went over it with that, and then I would buff it out, and then I would do it again. And that's how it looks. It just looks, oh, so gorgeous. I just love it. And you would not even know that it is that dark color. So I think that's so cool. And this is what they look like when I decorated it all up. All right, so first thing you're going to need is your paint, whatever paint you want to use. And I have a couple of different paints here that we're going to experiment with. And I haven't done, whoops, where are we? There. I haven't used all the different types of paint, and I haven't really experimented, but I did those yesterday because I just thought it was brilliant. And then you're going to need some frames, and I grabbed a few of the small ones, and then a connector, and some bead caps, so we can kind of touch those up too, a couple of bead caps. And I also grabbed these, and I grabbed, just to show you, this is what the small frames look like. And I am going to link all of this in the description box. You also, that's great. You also need a paintbrush. Just a second. Hopefully I'm not in camera as I'm trying to get down there and pick up the paintbrush. And a wipe would be good. And, oh, there it is. And just a paper towel. Just kind of cleaning yourself up. And what I did is put a piece of parchment over here so I don't get paint all over the place. Because we all know that I am not really very neat. So what I want to do first is I want to do this one. I love green. I love the green. And I don't know what that's going to look like on here, but we're going to try it. So make sure you shake up your paint really good. Like that. Oh yeah, it's shaken up pretty good. And so this is experimenting. And I just rub this all over. You don't even have to be neat with this. Like with the other technique, when we were painting black, I didn't want the black all over the place. But with this we want it all over the place. And I even paint along the sides, everywhere. Like that. And for those of you who like your backs to be neat, well, I don't, because I just want them stuck on. You'd have to wipe the backs off. You'll wipe your backs off. You'll have to paint a little bit neater than I'm painting, I'm thinking. All right, so we're just going to let that dry. That one gets to dry. Then I'm just going to wipe my paintbrush off. Let's see what else. I am going to do one in gray. Move over. Move over. All right, so we're going to take and close this up. And maybe wipe this off a bit. Well, I feel like I'm disintegrating my paper. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Oh, let's paint one of these up. These are so beautiful. I love them. Okay, we're going to take one of the bigger ones. Something that might fit. Let's see. They're the same. It doesn't matter because it just doesn't. Okay, what am I going to paint that? I want to paint that one. I want to paint it. Ooh, I want to paint it a gold. We're going to paint that gold. Ooh. Oh, it's nice and thick. We're going to stay over there because that's where all the mess is to begin with. We'll see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work. But it was so inspiring. So now we'll see if that works. Okay, we're just going to let that dry. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. Clean that up a bit. And now I want to do the patina one. And I want to do that one in these two colors. I want to do it like those two colors. It's a barnwood and then it's also the mossy meadow. So we're going to do, first we have to find it. All right, that one. Am I in frame? I am not. All right, so we're going to paint it gray first. I buy a lot of stuff and then I don't use it, and oh my goodness, it just kind of goes, look at how thick that is. That's like modeling clay. And if I don't like this, I can always take and wash it and scrub it a little bit and just start over again. All right, so we're gonna let that one dry too. And now the first one should be kind of dry. Has to be dry so that way you're not taking all the paint off. All right, so let's see, how dry are we? Pretty much, we're pretty good. Okay, so what I do is I just use my finger and I just gently wipe over it like this, because I just want to highlight the design. And if I take too much of the green off, I can just add a little bit more green. And then you'll let it dry completely. Look at that. And it's really hard to see because it's so dark, but it is really pretty. When it dries, all you're going to see is the green inside. And I might just want to add a little bit more green because it wasn't quite dry. We'll just add a little bit more here and here. We're going to let that dry. So that way it adheres itself well into the crevices, because that's where you want it. You want it in the crevices. All right, so we're going to just let that dry a little bit more. We're going to take a peek at the others that are sitting here drying now. Yep, this is how I end up with paint everywhere. Under my fingernails. How is that even possible? So this is the one we did gold, and it's dry. So that works. If you wanted to change the color of something, that does work. And now it's an antique gold. So now I am going to just add a little bit of, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna do a little bit of this and see what happens. And I'm hoping that this inspires you to just really think outside the box too, because that's what happened when I saw Maxine's post. And she did all sorts of colors. Like she did a red one, and she did green. She did a green one. It was different than this. She did a patina. Anyway, I can't even really remember because there were several of them sitting there and they were just amazing. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. And now let's see about this one. Let's rub some of, this is where I'm gonna take the paper towel and rub some of that off. Oh, I like it already. We might not be adding anything more. See how the these ones, the bronze ones, they capture the paint a lot better. Oh, I like this. We're not even gonna need to add anything else because now it's kind of looking old and silver. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab this because it's more dry. It has kind of stuck to it. We might need to add a little bit of the other gold. So if you're using the bronze ones, just know that the paint will stick a lot harder to it. And so you'll want to get to them sooner than what I did. But, oh my, that is really, really cool. And the camera isn't picking it up so well, but it's not looking that color anymore. It's looking more like a pewter color. So that's cool. Oh, I do like it. Just have to get in there a little bit. You just want the edges, the raised edges, to be a little bit different. And this is why I just love to see what you do with those tutorials, because it is really inspiring. I love it. I learn from you guys, that's for sure. And remember to go and check Maxine out. Oh, I love it. I love that. We're not even going to do anything more with that. It's perfect just like that. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we wanted to also, while we were waiting, to do some bead caps. And we're going to need to do a connector. So let's see. Let's do this one. Let's do that, because that kind of looks like patina, right? So we're going to do that. Oh, and I need to do that too. So it's a good thing. Oh, got to get that out of the way. I love that. Oh my goodness, I love that. It's so gorgeous. So just splotch that paint on it. And the thicker the paint is coming out of the canister, the little bottle, the better. And just get it right into the cracks, because that's where you want your paint to settle. Oh, I'm not even on camera. Oh, hello. My goodness. I feel like I'm on camera. I have to make note that this is where I'm best in camera. So we're going to just zoom in a little bit. Just get that paint right into the cracks. And we're going to let that dry. All right. You go ahead and dry. And we're going to do this one up too, because I'll need one for that. And I need one for that too. All right, that has to dry. That has to dry. Let's move that over. There we go. Wow, that's a mess. All right, so I sure don't want to put my frame into that. Wow, now I'm way out of line. Oh, there we go. And let's see about this. Let's see, there we go. Let's see what we can do with this. Am I in frame? I'm gonna zoom. Wow, it's a little early. I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit because I'm so close. I can't even see where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to just rub some of that off. Oh yeah, that's nice. You know, learning all of this, you will make your own color for the metals. You'll never be limited to just silver, gold, silver, gold, and whatever. You're going to make it your own now. I love it. Look at how pretty that is. it's not, oops, it is not this anymore. Look at the wow. Oh. Let's just do this. They're not the same anymore. I really like that. It almost looks like a champagne gold. So pretty. I love that rub. Love it. All right, so let's see how, everything is a mess here. Let's see how this, if this is dry. It is. So we're just going to rub a little bit. Not as much as I did before, because I don't want to take all the paint off. It's a little hard because I'm a little too close now, maybe. There. I want to keep it into the crevices. Yes. Look at that. And then when it dries, it will dry hard. It dries really hard. Okay, how about we look at these? Look at that. You just wipe some of that off. Just look at that. You just made patina on your bead caps. These bead caps are so expensive when you buy them when they're already patinaed. Ooh, that's a little bit wet still. So let's see. I just want a little bit off because I want it to blend in. It's a little bit too wet yet, but you can see if I pop that onto here, it is blending right on in because that's what you want. You want it to blend in. You don't want it to be stark. Anyway, oh, here's another one. Let's just take a look at this one here. Let's wipe some of that off. I know, excuse my hands. I don't know how to paint delicately. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Once that's too close up to my hands, my fingers. Look at that. Just want that paint into the crevices. I love the way they look. And I really, really love the white ones. Wouldn't that be pretty on a pink bead? Oh, I love it. Okay, well, I hope you all have fun. I'm going to link all of this in the description box for you to go and have a little bit of fun. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I will be seeing you all soon. Bye-bye.